it's Waverly. Welcome to this video. I'm sorry that I'm filming in this awful place. It's cluttered. There's horrible lighting, horrible video quality, probably horrible sound quality, I don't know yet. But both of my cameras are out of batteries, so here I am. I'm gonna be starting this new series, sort of series, called Tea Time with Waverly. This will be the first episode. Basically, that means whenever I'm just sitting here talking to you, I'm gonna be drinking tea. I encourage you to drink tea. I'll tell you what tea I'm drinking, and you can comment down what your favorite tea is or what tea you're drinking. And it'll be fun. Today, I'm gonna be drinking sugar cookie tea. It's specifically called Sugar Cookie Sleigh Ride, and it's made by, I think it's called Celestial Spices, something like that. But it's really good because it actually tastes like sugar cookies and you should try it, but I think it's seasonal. In case you can't read, today I'm going to be doing a horror movie tag because today's Halloween, if you didn't know, and I love horror movies. Speaking of Halloween, I'm wearing my Fred Scooby-Doo costume. I obviously did not get tagged in this because I don't have any YouTube friends, but I tag all of you, every single one of you. I'll put a link in the description to the video where I first saw this lady doing this tag, and I think she seems nice, so you should go check out that video. I'll also put the questions in the description so you can do it too. Let's begin. Question 1. What is your favorite movie genre? By movie genre, I'm assuming they mean horror movie genre, and I don't know if it's considered a genre, but I really like it when the movies have like a plot twist at the end. Anything that makes you leave the theater or leave your couch going, I also really like horror movies that are realistic and you can imagine that happening to yourself. Like if they get too supernatural or too fictional, I'm like, okay, whatever. Question 2. At what age did you start watching horror movies? I was probably in 6th grade, probably like 11 or 10 or 11 or maybe 12. I was a wimp as a child. I was scared of the movie Nemo. I was scared of everything. But in 6th grade, there was this new girl who sat next to me and I was like, so what kind of movies do you like? And she was like, horror movies. And I was like, that's so cool. I'm gonna start liking horror movies too because I wanted to be cool because I was not cool and I'm still not cool. I'll never be cool, but I wanted to be cool. Now I don't really care. At that point, the scariest thing I had seen was like, I think it's called Brothers Grimm, where, I mean, a girl's face came off and like a horse ate a girl, so it was kind of creepy, but not really a horror movie. Number 3. Is there a movie that has given you nightmares? Definitely. I can't remember what movies have. I had a nightmare about Shrek once. That's not really a horror movie, but I had a nightmare and Shrek was in it. I've had dreams where like characters from horror movies are in them, but they weren't necessarily nightmares. No, but I definitely have had nightmares because of horror movies when I was younger, but I don't remember which ones, so I guess they weren't that scary, or maybe they were so terrifying that my brain has blocked them out. Oop, my tea's ready. Question 4. What is your least favorite genre? Sci-fi. I hate sci-fi. I hate sci-fi movies whatsoever. I don't like post-apocalyptic, pre-apocalyptic, although technically everything's pre-apocalyptic. I hate anything that involves the apocalypse or like aliens, sci-fi stuff. I like Star Trek, but that's because it's not like creepy aliens, it's just normal aliens. But zombie apocalypses, biological apocalypses, any apocalypses, anything, alien apocalyptic, anything involving sci-fi creepy stuff, I don't like it, not one bit. Question 5. Can you watch a scary movie in the dark? Yeah, definitely, I definitely can watch a scary movie in the dark. Question 6. What is the goriest movie you have ever seen? So I've actually been thinking about this question for the past few days, because I'm pretty sure, okay, my brain is saying that the goriest movies I've seen are the Saw movies, but my gut is telling me that I've seen something gorier that I just can't remember. So as of right now, the Saw movies are the goriest movies I've seen. I might change my mind when I remember something. 7, yeah. Vampires, werewolves, or zombies? I don't know in what context. Like, would I rather be killed by a vampire, werewolf, or zombie? Would I rather face vampire, werewolf, zombie? Or which do I prefer? The answer to all 3 of those options is vampire. I love vampires. Werewolves, I'm just kind of like iffy about. I mean, Like, the werewolf in Harry Potter is cool, but apart from that, I'm just like, I can pass on werewolves. Zombies are fucking terrifying. I do not like zombies one bit. No, no, no. Nope, nope, nope. They definitely scare me the most out of all of those three. Question number 8. When watching a horror movie, do you ever cheer for the bad guys? Give an example. I definitely do cheer for the bad guys in horror movies, but I can't think of I can't think of examples very well right now. I cheer for the bad guy in a lot of things. Like in Jessica Jones season 1, I cheered for Kilgrave, and I know that's not horror, but that's an example I can think of. I cheered for Blaine in iZombie, but in a horror movie, I kind of cheer for Jigsaw, John, whatever his face is, because I get where he's coming from. I wouldn't like torture people about it, but I get his motive. There are more. I will add an annotation if I remember more times that I have cheered for the bad guys. Question 9. What is the worst horror movie you have ever seen? By worst, I'm assuming that they mean like bad in quality, not like bad as in like, so the worst horror movie that I've ever seen that I don't want anyone else to see, and in fact, I'm gonna spoil it just so that you do not feel tempted to even watch it, because I tell you everything about it. Cannibal. Definitely Cannibal. Do not watch Cannibal. Do not recommend Cannibal to your friends unless you hate them. Recommend Cannibal to your enemies. Don't look up Cannibal. Don't do anything involving Cannibal. It's a German film. It's based on a true story, which is the worst part of it. It's about, I think it's vor. I feel like vor is a different fetish, but it's about the cannibalism fetish where people want to eat people and some people want to get eaten by like their partner. So it's about an actual guy, 2 actual guys that go on this like cannibal forum and they find each other and they're like, we want to satisfy our final wishes. So they meet up. First it starts off as like weird gay porn because it's a rated R movie. They are not afraid to show dicks. And then he tries to bite the guy's diddly-doo off. He eats him just like he would an animal. He like hangs him up and then he eats him over the next few, I think it's few months, like he just eats his body. It is disgusting. Don't watch it. Do not watch it. I regret watching it. I don't know why I watched it. I didn't know what it was about when I watched it. Ooh, no. No, no, no. Don't even touch it. Question number 10. Name a movie that no one has ever seen but you think that they should. I think that everyone should watch Uzumaki. Not many people know about Uzumaki. It's a Japanese horror film, and it's in a different language, but there's subtitles, so get over it, you can read. It's a really weird horror movie. The general premise is that the town is turning into a spiral. But yeah, I love with a capital L-O-V-E, Junji Ito, or I don't know how to pronounce his name, but that's how I think it's pronounced. And I didn't know about him until I saw Uzumaki, the live action film, and then a couple months later, I realized, wow, Uzumaki is based off of a manga. Junji Ito is like a manga writer in Japan, and he makes like a bunch of horror manga that are like really good. Like his main ones are Tomi, Gyo, and Uzumaki. And I'd actually seen one of his things before, because Cry sometimes reads stories, and he read one of his like short stories, and oh, it was so good. He's such a talented man. I love Junji Ito, and I think everyone else should love Junji Ito, and a good place to start is Uzumaki. Question 11. If horror movies were real life, would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse, kidnapped by aliens, or locked in a haunted house? So out of all of these three, I feel like I'd feel the most prepared for a zombie apocalypse, mostly because I am terrified of zombies, and so I have an extensive plan of what I would do if the zombie apocalypse happens. I hope never to have to put that plan into action, but it's there in the back of my head, just in case. But I would not want that to happen, so I would rather not be in a zombie apocalypse. I'd rather not be kidnapped by aliens, because how are you supposed to reason with them? They're just like dissecting you and like, oh, no thank you. Locked in a haunted house is pretty vague. Like, if I can just break the windows and run out, cool. I don't know what type of ghosts or what type of haunting it is, but I'm gonna say haunted house. Don't take that literally, ghosts. I don't really want you to haunt my house. Question 12. What is your favorite horror movie of all time? Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna say the new It, and I feel pretty basic for saying that, but I've been to the theater to see it 4 times already. I really want to find someone to go see it for a 5th before it leaves. I'm so excited for it to come to disc. I don't know why I love that movie so much. Maybe because I saw the old It, and so my expectations were really low. Because, I mean, the old It, like, the miniseries itself is good, but the movie part of it, not so good. But, oh my god, the new It is just so good. I can't rave enough about it. Before the new It, my favorite horror movie was It Follows. Of course, all the horror movies have the word It in it, apparently. It Follows is a really good, newer horror movie. I like newer horror movies. A lot of people like to stick with the classics, but I think you should learn to have an appreciation for newer movies, too. And, like, a lot of the newer movies coming out are bad, but a lot of the old ones are bad, too. And It Follows is a very good movie. It came out around the time Babadook came out. And it's so good. It is amazing. I recommend it to everyone. So yeah, I'm just mentioning it because it is relatively recent, and so if I'd made this challenge like a couple months earlier, I would have said It Follows. And I also really like the Saw movies. The Saw movies are definitely high on my list. And the last question, question 13. Name, oh that, because Friday the 13th, okay. Name 5 horror movies that would be great to watch. 5 whole horror movies? Number 1, Slumber Party Massacre 2. It's supposed to be like a parody horror movie with, like, if I'm correct, the stereotypical roles are reversed. Like, instead of like the jock guys, it's the jock girls. Instead of like the virgin or slutty girls, it's the virgin slutty guys. The serial killer is like a rockabilly who's killing people with like his chainsaw guitar or like something. 2, oh my god, what's it called? I think it's like Huck and Dale versus Evil, something like that. It's on Netflix, so you can go watch it on Netflix. It is also a parody horror movie. Instead of the hillbillies killing the teenagers, it's the teenagers killing themselves while the hillbillies... Just watch it. It's really funny. You should watch Cujo. Or read Cujo, but also watch it. Cujo's another Stephen King story. The Babysitter. It just came out on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. It's another parody horror movie. I'm telling you, all these parody horror movies. Maybe that's my favorite genre. Who knows? But The Babysitter is about like satanic cult. But it's corny at the same time. It's kind of funny. The new Blair Witch movie. The first Blair Witch movie was okay, but I thought it was really vague, and then when I saw the second Blair Witch movie, the one that just came out like a couple months ago, oh my god, it answered so many of my questions, and it was just so good. I loved it a lot, and I think you will love it a lot, and it's terrifying, so you should go watch it. But watch the first one first so that you understand. But yeah, that wraps it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed your tea. I enjoyed mine. Make sure to subscribe, comment down your favorite horror movies and your favorite tea, and happy Halloween! I'll see you next time.